Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen, and we have an amazing book to have a look at today. Planet Earth. Firstly, no copyright intended. All artwork belong to their owners. This book was written by Peter Ryan, and the artist is Ludek Pesek. Rest in peace. He did pass away in 1999, I believe. An amazing Czech artist from the Czechoslovakia would have been, I guess, back then. Or we can say Czech Republic. I'm not too sure. He also did a lot of beautiful artwork on like space themes as well. So I highly recommend checking out his artwork and books that he had that featured his artwork. Quite amazing stuff. And this book is nothing less than that. The artwork is amazing, and especially the landscapes. So here we have an amazing landscape as well. It looks like a Jurassic Sea, and these pterosaurs are getting out of there. Skip that first page because it actually has someone's address on there. Even this book is over 40 years old. Best not to show just in case that person is still living there. And this is from 1972. So the book is more catered towards, I believe, like young adults. But even, I guess it's suitable for all ages, to be honest. Alright, so there's some really good pages here, like double pages of artwork. And I'll read them out what they are because it's a bit hard to read the text. So we know what we're looking at, and obviously most people will know by having a look at the artwork. And I did purchase this on eBay. I never knew of this book's existence until I saw on eBay and saw a spread of some of the artwork, and I go, this has got to be added to the collection. This is really amazing stuff. So here, beneath the thick smoky atmosphere which surrounded the primitive Earth, the cooling molten rock began to form a crust. Breathtaking. It actually just looks like hell, doesn't it? So yeah, we got primitive Earth slowly cooling down. Just absolutely looks like Armageddon. And it's a common theme of his artwork, just beautiful landscapes. You can kind of get lost just looking at it. Alright, and here, the small group of Cambrian trilobites caught in a clear pool at low tide have nothing to fear from the barren, lifeless beach. Got the trilobites there, 4 of them. Great transition from like the foreground to the background. Just to think about it, like at those times in this period of Earth's, I guess, the life on Earth in this period, like nothing on land, everything's still in the water. So you know, nothing to fear. It kind of captures your imagination. You know, there's like nothing on land, no life on land. Volcanoes were common among the young mountains of the late Silurian times when the first plants established themselves on dry land. We have a really active volcano, and you can actually see the, I guess the first stages of plants close to the shore. When I first saw this page, I thought it was one of the earlier mass extinctions, but I was wrong after reading that statement. A lakeside scene in Devonian times when only insects and plants lived permanently above water. So the book goes through each period like in a nutshell. And again, you can just get lost. And what I really like is you've got plants slowly establishing themselves, becoming slowly more and more complex, and still it's more close to the edge of the water, and they still haven't like moved like, I guess, inland. I guess what this is trying to show is just along the coast, still primitive. And just what I like about his artwork as well, you don't need too many like animals and creatures to just capture your attention. That's what I really like. Like the one of the trilobites, it was just so subtle. Devonian Carboniferous and the swampy Carboniferous forests were home of giant insects and the first land-dwelling reptiles. Absolutely beautiful. Look how green now Earth was. And here we've got just a few creatures, and when you look back to the previous pages, you can see the changes, and these landscape these landscape artworks really, it really displays that really well when you go back and look at each double page, and you can see how each time Earth was a bit different and evolving, and plants and animals changing, and really paints a big picture. Alright, Permian, Triassic, and I'm gonna butcher this. Synecthus crossed a patch of Triassic desert to drink from a pool, the home of amphibian confined to the water by dry climate. That's true, because the Earth did become, this period was more dry. Obviously there were sections that were still quite lush. Yeah. Again, you can just get lost looking at all the fine little details, like the mud here after cracks. Jurassic. And please comment, if you were fortunate enough to read this back in the day. An unfortunate plant-eating monoclonus falls victim to the giant Tyrannosaurus rex in the Cretaceous times. And monoclonus was quite popular in the 70s and 80s and 60s, I guess. And got that. It's probably the mate, you could say. Obviously there was a big battle that went along here, and the Tyrannosaurus rex was victorious. And see, we've got grass here as well, grasses, but no flowers. Oops. Paleocene. A baby American Unitherium stays close to its stumpy hoofed parents by a muddy pool in Eocene times. Yeah, this book does a really good job of explaining the history of planet Earth in a nutshell. Just imagine if it was thicker with more pictures. Absolutely would have been a classic. Still is a classic. By Miocene times, the apes had established themselves in jungle trees. Look at that waterfall. In Pleistocene times, man's northward advance from Africa meant cold winters hunting mammoths for meat. The Ice Age. One day, Earth will become a fossil. Kind of ends on a grim, doesn't it? I guess this page is, trying to represent that eventually when the sun, becomes a red giant and engulfs the inner planets, obviously Earth's not going to be able to sustain life anymore. So I guess this is what it's trying to represent in this last page. So it kind of ends on the grim, like everything has a beginning and an end. So yeah, what can I say? This book is truly amazing. So I highly recommend. If you ever see this one on the thrift or on eBay or whatever at a bookstore, like an old bookstore, I recommend picking it up because it's, can't say anything really bad about it. The only negative thing I could say about it, I wish it was bigger and had more content, but it's truly an amazing book, and I'm definitely gonna look into Ludek, Pesek, more of his artwork and more of the books that his artwork was involved in, especially some of the space stuff. So because I do like all that as well. So I hope you enjoyed the review on Planet Earth, and I'll see you all next time.